Hey guys, I'm Dāv Kaufman here in Baja California Sur, Mexico. I'm here with Jim Sharash and Jeff LeClaire. And we're going to start our Baja herping adventure in the Cabo region, then drive to La Paz and try to find one of the most unique reptiles on Earth. And then it's on to Loreto to hitch a ride out to Santa Catalina Island. So come and join us here on Zilla Presents Herpers TV.
I'm a herper, I'm a herper, I'm a herper, and I like it.
Our Baja adventure began a short drive north of the Cabo region just outside of Miraflores. This was the perfect habitat for one of the snakes high on our list. All right, Jim got a big one and the big one got Jim. Beautiful snake. Normally I don't hold him by the head like this, but he already took a good hit on me, so I don't want to take another one. He has earned his restraint. That's a beautiful find. I'd like some photos of him. Yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah. The Cape Aquatic garter snake is one of only 2 garter snakes found in the Baja Peninsula, and the only one found this far south. It is a subspecies of the Mexican Pacific lowlands garter snake, or Cape garter snake, which occurs across the Sea of Cortez on the mainland. These garter snakes used to be classified in Neurodia, the water snake group, but have since been switched back to the more reasonable Thamnophis clan. An hour north in the desert found us patrolling the lonely roads for the rattlesnake species found here. The Baja California rattlesnake is a small species which doesn't get more than 3 feet long. These rattlesnakes are endemic to the Baja Peninsula and found throughout Baja Sur and some of the islands off the coast. Juveniles can be and are often insectivorous, which makes them unique amongst other rattlesnakes. The Lucan Speckled Rattlesnake is another smaller-sized rattlesnake, rarely reaching 4 feet long. This used to be the nominate form, which made up a group of 5 subspecies found from Nevada south to here, although members of this group have now been elevated to full species status. Now there are only 3 subspecies of the mitchellii group.
You don't need to move. Oh, he just took a shot at me. He saw me move and he took a shot.
There he goes. We continued north into La Paz, the largest city in Baja Sur and the state's capital, again with one specific species on our list. However, we didn't realize until we arrived that Hurricane Newton was right behind us and severely interrupted our herping plans. But like the die-hard herpers we are, the same day that it blew over us, we were out searching the now soaked vacant lots in town until Jeff flipped a log and called out the sweetest words that we could hear at that moment. This isn't a worm, nor a snake, nor a mole. It's actually a very rare lizard-like reptile found only here in Mexico and nowhere else on the planet. They are also known as Mexican mole lizards and are amongst the most unique reptiles on Earth called amphisbaenians. They are short-lived animals, only making it to the tender age of 2 years. They are segmented like earthworms, enabling their movement by symmetrical contraction of the segments. They have strong forelegs with 5 well-developed claws perfect for digging and burrowing. Without the need for hind legs, over time they have disappeared and are only visible through X-rays as vestigial structures. They are opportunistic carnivorous predators dining on a wide array of ants, termites, worms, and even small lizards. Here in Mexico, they are commonly known as ajolotes, and there's a legend about them that while you're sleeping, they crawl right up your... well, just Google it. The hurricane had seriously impaired our herping on the mainland, and so we set out on a hired Boston whaler for a 2.5-hour journey into the Sea of Cortez to the most incredible place I've herped yet, Isla Santa Catalina. Isla Santa Catalina is a desert island with 10 species of reptiles, 7 of them endemic, and it didn't take long for us to realize the island was alive with reptilian life. The spotted Chuckwalla, or Santa Catalina Island Chuckwalla, is not endemic to this island, but is to the many islands that dot the shoreline along Baja's Gulf Coast. The Catalina Island side-blotched lizard is endemic to this island, and they were just as common here as their cousins are on the mainland, but these are much more vibrantly colored with emerald flanks and tails. The Santa Catalina Island desert iguana is also endemic to this island. It is one of 2 species of desert iguana endemic to the islands in the Gulf, the other being the Carmen Island desert iguana, which is endemic to Isla Carmen. Of all the amazing herps on the island, there was one in particular that we came to see. The Santa Catalina Island rattlesnake is one of the most amazing reptiles I've encountered in the wild. They have de-evolved their rattles, or degenerated it as the case may be. Instead of growing a new segment to the rattle with every shed like other rattlesnakes, these snakes simply keep a button. It is one of the most arboreal rattlesnakes, hunting its primary prey of birds, even though there are plenty of native rodents on the island. This had led to the theory that degenerating its rattle is an adaptation for hunting birds in the vegetation. However, there are also no large hoofed animals on the island, so the need to rattle to ward them off is no longer necessary. These are slender and stunted snakes which never grow to more than 2.5 feet. Juveniles like this one have enormous eyes for their head size and are born with a button like all other rattlesnakes. The difference is, they will keep that button throughout their lives. As night fell, we ventured deeper into the desert island to find 2 of the more nocturnal species. The Santa Catalina Island leaf-toed gecko is another endemic species to the island. It is the only gecko species on the island and has only been known to science for the past 50 years. The Santa Catalina Island night snake is one of about 20 insular night snakes, and the work continues to this day if they are all unique subspecies or simply distinct by pattern. Even though this snake has a subspecific name, it is currently only recognized as a pattern class, and therefore it is not recognized as an endemic species to the island.
Alright, we've got a good looking rattlesnake here. Well, if he sits there, that'll be nice.
Of all my travels around the world to film these amazing animals, these may well be the most beautiful snakes I've seen in the wild, in one of the most beautiful places I've ever herped.